bless.
Same to you.
Today's a scorcher.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm. Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother! Get up or I'll come get you up, you slugabed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue. A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
I was with Bianca. We were, talking?
Talking, were you? That's what you call it, is it?
Stop it, Ma.
Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
So I'm learning to sword fight. And what of it? What harm does it do? At least I'll be able to defend myself.
God above, Hal! You know how your father will react when he finds out.
How? What's he gonna do? I'm doing nothing wrong. I just wanted to try it.
On your own head be it then. I can't stop you, and you can deal with your father on your own. Don't come looking to me for help.
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Is Father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
What is it, my boy?
God be with you.
At least you're up, that's a start. Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzik, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me.
Kunesh? That drunkard?
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that...
Sure I'll be happy to hear.
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard.
You want me to go and pick it up?
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home.
Her name is
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me an...
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
My father sent me to get the coin.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
I knew you'd be trouble. Father says if you don't pay up, he'll come here himself and hammer those...
I'd like to see him try. Fuck off, you bastard, or your old...
I must have misheard you. It sounded like you just told me to clear off. But you wouldn't be stupid enough...
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Yeah.
Boha yeho.
Bollocks! Enough! Enough! I give up. Take what you want. It's not much. All right, blacksmith's boy, you got the better of me. Take what you want, but you haven't heard the last. All right, blacksmith's boy, you got the better of me. Take what you want, but you haven't heard the last of this.
God be with you, Henry. How are you? See you later. Goodbye. See you later.
Let's talk about the price.
Naturally. Aye, that would do it. Take care.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Sure, why?
Satisfied?
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal. All right, sir.
Hey, Pip, do you want to learn? Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
That was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two.
No mother's happy when her son starts to take an interest in.
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong.
Spoken like a man. And as it happened,
Yes?
all right.
I'll be with you.
And with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for...
Right, they're here.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make...
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Ah, shut up and give me what I want.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep this.
Godspeed.
You certainly will.
I have to.
So, can we get...
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be... Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it. All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. All right. All right. Good. Now you're getting it. Fine. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. All right. Very good. Good. Once again. Good. Let's try something else. One strike, I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another. Now you're getting it. Fine. Fine. About you, but I'm tired of bursting. Remember though, train hard. No one becomes a master swordsman overnight. You have to work and work. And the main thing is to use what you've learned in real combat. There's nothing better than experience, believe me.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
Come on up and see.
You can't be serious, Dutch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
be with you,
is
Henry.
opposed to your king.
I'm with you, Matthew.
So such lords as
What's going on here?
Rosenberg,
Deutsch is spouting shit.
Dukes Albrecht
What?
and
Just
Wilhelm
listen and you'll
are
hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deal will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
And don't forget about Gutenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. Well, what can you do?
I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
You're too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory?
Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some tears will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
So, Hal, are you with us?
Oh well. Father can wait a while.
My words exactly.
I knew you wouldn't miss out on all the fun. Let's go.
God be with you, Henry.
So are we doing this or not?
Wait. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? The Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
What do you want, lad?
I just went by the tavern and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch...
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund!
Woohoo!
Eat shit, Deutsches.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Oh, sons! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbigniew? Hanging out with this poxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Fuck her! I'll make you pay for that.
So what you made of?
Stopperdelle!
God!
Shit!
What are you doing? For God's sake! Stop right now! The catch pole is on its way!
Damn, let's go. Run, you coward!
God save you, Henry.
Look, it's all about...
God save, my lovely. You're looking well to...
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir.
The Deutsch is mouthing up.
Oh, and talk to me about him?
Well, I'd say he's an exception. I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one.
What a... Here you are.
What?
It's on me today.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for...
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have...
You too.
Maniac.
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin rubbing.
He promised to teach me how to...
What use would that be?
Enough.
Hal, I've got something.
Is that so?
Your favorite, Sabi.
Really? You're an angel. You bet I will.
How are you, Henry?
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty...
That old bastard didn't stop.
True, but I'm worried that fuck...
Well, let him.
Good point. It's not as if anyone...
It's a good thing your Hanko warned us.
Well-behaved girl like that.
She must have seen Matthias.
What do you mean?
Because he fancies her. And I think maybe she likes the...
Hey, shut up, you idiot.
Anyway, nice job at the Deutsch.
Yeah, about time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well, and having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. And we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish, and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
The furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Fine lass, eh? Now, stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
But you haven't lost your skills, then. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work. Very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
They certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
It's been an honor, Sir Isvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened? Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry!
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No! You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzik. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Move! Come on, we're closing!
Move it, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the gates!
Keep running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah.
Get through the gates!
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run!
Find a horse! Ride to Talmberg! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moat! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
You pigs! Don't touch me, or I'll kill you! Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
Minä jopa märkyt ana rossabläs, veribond.
Sajnálni fogod, hogy megjelennél itt, te szarok!
Eleged van?
Ja!
Pigs! Don't touch me, or I'll kill you!
Jó kis malak, ne feszély, te szapka! Most meglátod!
Go to...
Arvot kell galambocskám, ami elintézzük ezt a félesztőt.
Ja! 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 Ja!
Yeah. 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 Left. Hamburg is to the left, along the stream. Yeah. 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 Run for it. Yeah. Yeah.
Igen, tegenyó.
Most végen!
Yeah. Flee! Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Megdöglek!
Eltaposlak, mint egy defet! Tudod, hogy fog végződni?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Szétszabdallak, te postali!
Megöllek, te büdös! Yeah. Run for it! Yeah. Yeah.
Please, anyone.
Yeah.
Tudod, hogy fog végződni?
Yeah.
Véget, tegenyó!
Yeah. Yeah.
Megdög lesz!
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Kibaszok veled!
Nyitd ki a francba!
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God! Wait!
Jesus Christ!
Valaki!
Help! Skeleton's been attacked! Do something! Help!
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose!
Halt you! Husunkinder! They're turning tail! Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
I don't know.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
Yeah!
Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone.
It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
Have you idlers nothing better to do? Get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Kuttenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to... I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes. I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss. Sir Divish.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, milady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, ma'am.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Oh, something to eat.
Please tell me what happened to Skalitz. I have kin there. Ow!
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
You might be right, my lady. It was terrible and unexpected. I went to the tavern to buy ale for father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. I'd been secretly learning sword fighting and hiding it from my parents. So when we assembled the sword, I tried a few moves with it. There's a big difference between a wooden sword and a real one. Maybe if I hadn't taken that sword in my hand, I wouldn't be here today.
You're full of surprises.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butcher. And then I saw him knocking down, but then the leader of Sigismund's raid cut down my father with...
You poor boy.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. The men on the battlement... I needed a horse to get to...
And with all that was happening...
Then I heard a scream. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them, and I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life.
Like a valiant...
I'll never forget the horror.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors he went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Jesus Christ be praised.
You know what's happening?
Sigismund, who else?
You know what's happening?
Sigismund. May the Lord watch over you.
Thanks.
Talmberg's a strong castle, though.
God be with you.
Do you know what's happening?
Don't ask me, I don't know
May the Lord watch over you.
Hey, you men down there.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers. Well, anyway,
Aye, we will.
Farewell.
Halt! Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber?
Sir Radzig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Hoddle of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! Don't get called back right there!
Men, tonight we'll have triple...
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen.
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help.
Splendid. And don't...
Take care.
Jesus Christ, be...
What do you think about the Scal...
It's a hell of a thing. First, Scarlet's Castle. I'm sorry you...
So am I.
My God.
Thank you.
I reckon that's a...
Not really. My father was forging a...
Good luck.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your... I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against...
I will.
Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
like Skallets.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skallets and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
God be with you.
What happened in
Gutenberg. But the good Lord gave me ear.
Were there many?
Indeed. But
I see.
Listen, lad. These are all games of the high aristocracy.
So then why did Sigismund
Why do you think?
Because it's a fertile place with full granaries?
That's King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city. Well,
so Gutenberg sided with Wenceslas.
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took...
Why did Sigismund burn?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to...
Where did these
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain... And believe me...
So Robard, I need...
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons...
So Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my...
Sorry, lad, but I won't... God be with you.
I could do with a bite to eat.
If only it took me two bloody days. What in God's name are you on about? I had to dig a trench all round as big as we surely need.
Did you hear that nonsense?
Vilma heard the guards on watch till
My respects to you.
Is there someone here?
Hungry, are you? You should go and see the cook. For anything else, you should see a fellow called Votava. Folk aren't... But he can get you just about any...
I need to get out.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks like...
Not any longer. I've vital information.
A likely story.
My mother and father were left in...
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade Sir Robard, or...
What am I supposed to...
How should I know? If a Talmberg soldier turns up, all kitted out...
All right.
Farewell.
Good day to you. What do you...
Can you
go to the cook?
What if...
Best... Good luck to you. May the Lord watch over you. Well, I never. Are you deaf?
God be with.
Is there some...
I don't know. When I want, he's over by the... Farewell.
Good health to you.
Can you tell...
Someone to do business with? Well, Votova often gets things... God be with you.
Good morning. Goodbye.
Good health to you.
Can you tell me who?
What about the pondkeeper is your man? He ought to be by the granary. Farewell.
Hey, who's there?
God save.
I would like to ask.
What's the matter, lad?
I need to get out of the.
Why, for the love of...
My parents are lying in.
That's terrible. May the Lord...
If I could just get past.
But you can...
Good thinking. And where can I get the...
At the armory?
Where's that?
In the gate tower.
It's rather...
How would you? This should be enough.
Thank you, my lady. Well, they'll certainly...
You could tell them Sir Robard sent you to Ujits.
That sounds reasonable. Thank you, my...
Good luck then.
Who's that?
Someone there. You! What the hell are you fooling about here for? Be off right now or I'll fucking see you off.
God bless.
My respects to you.
Sir Robard,
What would you do there?
my parents died there, and I won't.
Good luck to you.
Did I tell you about my wife's life?
No, I didn't know she did that.
She only started not long.
Mother of God.
Can you
I saw him by the granary. You can't miss him. Good luck, then.
My respects.
Can you tell me?
You want Votiva, the fellow that fixes the weir at the Tomberg fish pond.
Take care now.
Good health to you.
Can we trade?
If you've got the... Farewell.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Why not? Aye.
Good day to you.
I need to get...
And I...
Let me out, I say.
Someone is about to lose...
My mother and father...
I'm sorry, my...
What am I supposed...
How should I...
All right.
May the Lord watch over you.
The Lord be praised.
I would like to...
What's the matter, lad?
I need to get out of...
Why, for the love of...
My lady, I...
My dear boy, you'd risk your own life to give...
If I could just get...
But...
Good thinking. And where can I...
At the armour?
Where's that?
In the gate tower.
It's...
How would... This should be an...
Thank you, my lady. They'll ser...
You could...
That sounds reasonable. Thank you.
Goodbye.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin. Good luck to you.
I'd like to discuss the
Since it's you.
I'd almost... That sounds... All right.
Hey, who's there?
What are you doing to that lock? Well, you won't forget this in a...
You're making a serious...
Ha! But that won't...
Stop right wing.
Hey! Well, you won't forget.
All right, that's enough.
Who's there?
My lady.
God be with you. I'm sorry. I didn't I still think you should stay. I see your heart.
Good health, G.
I need to get out of...
Then I'm afraid you're out of luck. Ah, I see. All right then. May the Lord watch over you. Take care now.
God be with you.
Can you tell me who?
You want Votova. Good luck to you.
Who's there? Who's there? Jesus.
What's that?
Well now, look what's come crawling out from under some...
Ah!
Christ!
Sweet Jesus. It's the charcoal burner. Hey!
No! NVIDIA! Don't kill me. I have nothing.
Why would anyone do this? What did these poor souls ever do to them?
Hey! Who's that? What are you doing here? Tired of life, are you?
Get going then. But leave that weapon right where it is.
What's to be done? Who's there? Hey. Well now, this what comes pouring out from under some rock. Bring it on! Yeah. Well landed! I'll squash you like the louse you are. Rtka. Oh. God.
He didn't run like me. Died with a sword in his hand. You stood by his side when he did this to you. In the end, you were a hero. You didn't run away. Didn't abandon him like me. No. Why? Not you. It wasn't supposed to be you, Bianca. Just wait a moment. I'll take care of my parents, and then I'll come back for you. I won't leave you like this.
Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me? Forgive me. Forgive me for everything. Next time I won't run. I'll never run away again. I'll find the one who did this to you. I remember his face. I'll find him. But first, I have to find this shovel and take care of you. I remember you told me you wanted to lie beside Mother. Here. Under the linden tree. At least I can do that much for you.